Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is a game that debuted on the market on November 13th, 2020. Ever since the game has came out, there have been a lot of weapons that people have favorited over others. And even though there are over 24 weapons in the game, it seems for certain that there are 5 specific weapons that most players use on a frequent basis. Today, I'm going to save you guys the time of finding out what those favorite weapons are, and I'm going to tell you guys what are the 5 best weapons in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now, just to give you guys a heads up, this list is in no specific order. Rather, it is just giving you guys just the 5 best weapons that most players use, as previously said. So just because I might have a weapon ranked before another weapon doesn't mean that I believe that that weapon is better. In my opinion, no matter which weapon you choose on this list, if you're a pretty decent player, you're going to be able to figure out how to get kills with that weapon. But without further ado, let's hop right into the top 5 best weapons in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. Before we continue on with today's list, there's a few things that I want to let you guys know. If you haven't already, make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on my Twitch channel. Every single day, I'm not uploading on YouTube. I am streaming on Twitch. So if you want to see me play Call of Duty Black Ops live or any other game live, make sure you give me a follow on Twitch. I am trying to reach 100 followers on Twitch by the end of the month, and I'm literally right there on the doorstep. So your one follow will help, and I will really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my second channel, Hoodie Clips. Over there on my second channel, I post reactions and vlogs, and I post over there frequently. So if that's some content that you're interested in, make sure you go ahead and sub to that channel, and make sure you guys follow me on all my social media accounts. That way you guys can be notified every single time I'm about to stream or upload another video. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. It is a very small thing that you guys can do, but it shows YouTube that you guys actually enjoy my content. That way YouTube can push my video out to more viewers. And if you guys are new to my channel and you want to see more content like this, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you tap that notification bell right next to it. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel by the end of the year. So your one subscription is a very small thing, but it really helps. I'm not going to waste too much more time on the intro. Let's hop right into what you guys came here to see. Now, the first weapon that I have on this list is actually one of my favorite weapons in the Call of Duty franchise, period. If you guys don't know, this weapon that I'm using right here, in the first weapon on the list coming in at number 5, is the AK-74U. Now, the AK-74U also goes in the hood as Baby Draco. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you guys know. But regardless of that, the AK-74U has been a staple in a lot of the Treyarch made games. I don't even know if Treyarch made this game, but really in a lot of the Black Ops series games. And the AK-74U has always been one of the best weapons in the Black Ops series. The AK-74U is an SMG, and it's known for its low recoil and high accuracy at close to medium ranges. Now, when you start to get the long range, that's where this weapon kind of doesn't compare to other weapons on this list, but it's still a very good weapon. As you guys see in this gameplay of me against the bots, I am melting pretty much everybody at close range, and that's how it works online and multiplayer too. So if you want a weapon with very low recoil and very accurate at close to medium ranges, the AK-74U is for you. And it honestly works well in most maps in this game, because honestly, most people only play Raid and Nuketown most of the time on multiplayer. So it works really well because those maps are 3-lane maps, and most of the gunfights that you get into will be close range. Now, what I will tell you is that also in Warzone, this weapon is really, really good. I have used this weapon in my loadouts, and I have been able to play pretty decent on Warzone. So the first weapon on this list is the AK-74U, and it's honestly one of my favorites. Now, the next weapon I have on this list, I have a personal vendetta against it. And what I mean by this is, if you guys have been in my streams, you guys have seen me rage about this weapon countless times. But of course, since it's a great weapon, I'm going to include it on the list. Coming in at number 4, we have the MAC-10. Now, if you guys have watched any Warzone videos, if you guys have watched any multiplayer videos, you guys know about the MAC-10. The MAC-10 is without a doubt the best close range weapon in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and from what I can remember, it is the best close range weapon I have seen in a very long time. Now granted, this is my first time playing Call of Duty in a few years, but still, this weapon absolutely melts anybody at close range. Whenever I see somebody with a MAC-10, I'm getting killed every time, especially if we're right next to each other. Even though this weapon does take about 4 to 5 shots to kill someone, on the other side, when you get shot with that weapon, it feels like it takes 2 shots to drop you, man. Call of Duty knows that this weapon is overpowered, and from what I've heard, they have nerfed it in the past, but it is still, without a doubt, the best SMG in the game. Now, what I will tell you is that when you first start using the MAC-10, you have to upgrade it to certain level progression to get all the nice attachments. That way, the weapon can be as good as people know it is. But honestly, like I said in the intro, if you're a pretty decent player, you're going to be able to dominate with this weapon when you first pick it up. So if you're looking for an easy weapon to use, especially on the close range maps like Nuketown and Raid, this weapon right here is honestly a weapon that you cannot go wrong with. The next weapon on this list is one of the most underrated weapons in the game. But with it being underrated, it's still one of the best weapons in the game. And the weapon that I have for you guys coming in at number 3 is the Craig 6. Now listen up, guys. If you guys played Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, I don't know how many of you guys played it. The Modern Warfare 2 came out at the end of the 2010s, and Modern Warfare 3 came out at the beginning of the 2010s. So both those games are about 10 to 15 years old respectively. But if you guys did play the game and you guys remember it, the ACR was one of the best guns in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, especially if you threw on the right attachments like the red dot or the suppressor. You were able to dominate almost anyone if you were a pretty sensible player. Now listen up, the Craig 6 is a variation of the ACR. I mean, it even looks like it. Looking at the gun, if you ask me, if you guys know what the ACR look like, you guys can tell it even looks like it. From the way the gun is shaped, to the iron sights, to the way attachments looks on it, it's a very nice and pretty gun. But besides it being a pretty gun, of course, the gun is very powerful as well, especially in medium to long range gunfights. On maps like Cartel and maps like Nuketown and maps like Raid and maps like Miami, you're able to dominate, especially since they have those really long flanks and you're able to see people pretty efficiently, once again, if you have the right attachments. And this weapon does very good damage at long range. Overall, with the way the weapon looks and how powerful the weapon is in medium and long range gunfights, this is definitely a weapon that you guys should at least try out if you plan on playing multiplayer. As for the Cold War side, there are better weapons, but the Craig is still a good weapon, once again, if you have the right attachments and because it dominates on long gunfights, and Warzone has very long range maps. Overall, I really like this gun, and this is definitely a deserving spot on the list for the Craig 6. Coming in at number 4 is one of the most popular weapons probably in Call of Duty history. And this weapon right here, if you played Call of Duty or pretty much any war game, it looks very familiar right here. This weapon is called the MP5. Now listen, the MP5 has always been a very popular SMG, especially in the Call of Duty franchise. The MP5 is a very reliable SMG at close range and medium gunfights. It has very high damage, and if you're able to aim accurately, you're able to pretty much melt anyone in front of you. As y'all can see when I'm doing these bots, I'm literally tearing them up one by one, piece by piece. Now granted, this might just be bots, and bots are of course just bots, so they're kind of dumb, but this does the same thing online. I have clips where I have went on merciless kills with the MP5. So if you guys are looking for a very reliable weapon to start playing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, a very reliable SMG and a verified SMG, not just in Cold War, but in other Call of Duties as well, the MP5 is definitely the weapon that you want to go with. You can either run it with a red dot attachment or just the iron sights, and you're going to be able to dominate pretty much any game that you're in. And to end off the list today, with my opinion, the best gun in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer and in Warzone is the DMR. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I told you guys I wasn't gonna rank this list by the best guns in the game. But if I could rank the list without a question, the #1 gun in Black Ops Cold War and in Warzone is the DMR. This right here is a 2-shot kill to the head no matter where you are at the map. Close range, medium range, or long range. It's the same thing in multiplayer as the same thing in Warzone. If you guys have seen any gameplay from anyone in the Call of Duty community, everyone complains about this gun. I have complained about this gun multiple times on my stream. This gun melts everyone, and if the person knows somewhat what they're doing, it's pretty much over. I would even say, in worst cases, this gun is worse than snipers. And snipers this year are very, very OP. Now, I don't use the DMR, but I understand why people use it. Because this gun easily melts anyone, and no one can really compete with it, man. So, if you want to know the best gun in the game, without a doubt now, like I said, I'm not ranking them, but I'm just being honest with you guys, it is the DMR. I mean, look what I'm doing to these bots. I haven't died yet. I think with this bot gameplay, this was the only gun that I didn't die on. I think I went like 26-0 on this gun, which is crazy. And I have seen people put up crazy numbers on YouTube, on stream, even while I'm playing with them with the DMR when I'm playing with some of my friends. So without a doubt, the DMR is definitely the best gun in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and in Warzone. And it definitely, without a doubt, deserves a place on this list. And that is it for today's list. Those are my top 5 best weapons in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. If you guys agree with all the guns on this list, make sure you guys let me know in the comment section. And if you guys disagree with the guns that I had on this list, make sure you guys let me know in the comment section. Let me know what guns you think I missed. Also, if you guys want to see me do a top 5 best maps for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War in his current state, let me know in the comment section or in my DMs on any of my social medias, and I'll make sure I get that video out for you guys as soon as possible. Now, granted, this game will probably add more guns in the game, but as the game stands in its current state, these are without a doubt, in my opinion, the top 5 best guns in the game. But that's it for me today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys leave a like on the video and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for more content like this and tap that notification bell right next to the subscription button. That way you don't miss another upload. It's your boy, Paulie Clips. See y'all boys next time.